Okay, so today we are going to learn Intro by Rex Orange County, which is from the album Because You Will Never Be Free. We're going to get started in just a second. I do want to remind you that you can watch some other tutorials that I made. They're both Rex Orange County piano tutorials. One is for the song Stressed Out, and the other one is for Every Way. You can support my channel by buying this sheet music on musicnotes.com. I'm going to have the link in the description below. But if you don't want to spend any money, you can just like this video and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and comment below with a request for a song that you would like me to transcribe and do a tutorial on. So let's get started. I'm going to point out that this song is in F sharp major, which is perhaps the most difficult key signature for me to play in. F sharp is your main note, and then everything is sharp except B. There, which means we even have an E sharp. Okay, so that's gonna be a little confusing. You're saying, well, you're just playing F. Well, that's true, but in the key of F sharp major, I am playing E sharp there. You might want to just try playing the scale a few times just to get your fingers used to what notes you'll be playing a lot of. But of course, as we know about Rex Orange County, there's gonna be a lot of notes that sound kind of jazzy, and that means that even though some notes are sharp in this key signature, we are going to be making them natural, and that's what gives this song a lot of color. I have the tempo set to 52 beats per minute, but you can be kind of flexible about the tempo. Sometimes if you're really feeling a chord, just hold on to it a little longer. There's nothing wrong with that. Anytime you see a number that's blue, that means your left hand is going to play that note, and then the right hand has red numbers. Okay, so let's get started. I have a mezzo piano here. You don't want to play this too loud. And con pedale means with pedal. So be pretty liberal about how you use your pedal as you play this song. We'll begin on beat 1 with the 5th finger on an F sharp. This is a low F sharp, okay? And then we're going to play this for 8 beats. So it's actually going to play throughout measure 2 as well. But on the and of beat 2 in measure 1, you're going to play another F sharp with finger number 1 of your right hand. And then on beat 3, you're going to play an E sharp. There it is, our first E sharp. You're going to play that with finger number 5. Hold all of this either by keeping it down or by just pressing the pedal. And then on measure 2, you're going to go ahead and play a C sharp with finger number 3. Okay. Let me play that for you. Here's measure 3. You're going to play an F sharp with your left hand, finger number 1. It's an octave higher than the one you were just playing. And then your right hand is going to play an F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp with fingers 1, 2, and 3. And that kind of squiggly line to the left of those 3 notes is telling us to roll our notes. So don't play them all at the same time like this. You're going to want to play them one at a time, very quick succession from the lowest note to the highest note. Okay. You're going to hold this for 4 beats, and then on measure 4, you're going to play an E sharp with finger number 2 of your left hand, and an E sharp, G sharp, and D sharp with fingers 1, 2, and 5 of your right hand. Again, roll that, hold it for 2 beats. On beat 3 of this measure, you're going to play an A sharp with finger number 1 of your left hand, and you're going to play the same E sharp, G sharp with fingers 1 and 2 of your right hand, but now you're going to add an A sharp and C sharp with fingers 3 and 5, okay? And I want you to roll these as well, okay? And now on measure 5, you are going to play a D sharp with finger number 2 of your left hand, and then an F sharp and A sharp with fingers 1 and 3 of your right hand. On the bottom in blue, you see how it says 2x1? I'm going to use that a couple times in this song. What I'm trying to say is that you're going to begin by playing that note with your second finger, but at some point when you're holding it down, I want you to keep the note down but switch fingers, okay? So now my first finger is playing that note, kind of like this. I'm not lifting up on the note. All right. And then you see the word simile, and that just means the same. So I'm not going to put squiggly lines in front of every chord here, but I do want you to roll a lot of these chords. You don't have to roll every single one, but if you're feeling it, by all means, go ahead and do it. Let me play measures 3, 4, and the first section of measure 5. How you been? Have you told your mother about me? Okay, so maybe you just saw that I switched from my second finger to my first finger in my left hand, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to hold these for 3 beats, but on the 4th beat of measure 5, I'm going to slide everything I'm playing down to its natural. So right now I'm playing D sharp, F sharp, and A sharp. I'm going to slide all that down to D natural, F natural, and A natural. I am doubling the D natural in the bass. So I'm playing it with fingers 5 and 1 in the bass with the left hand, and I'm playing F natural and A natural with fingers 1 and 3 of the right hand. Okay? Now measure 6, you're going to play a C sharp with finger number 2 of your left hand, and then with your right hand, you're going to play an E natural and a G sharp with fingers 1 and 2 of your right hand. Hold this for 2 beats, and on the 3rd beat of measure 6, you're going to play an F sharp with finger 1 of your left hand, and your right hand's going to lift a little bit here. This is setting us up for the next measure, but you're going to play these same 2 notes, but now with fingers 2 and 4. So a 2 on the E natural, a 4 on the G sharp, and I want you to add a D sharp with finger number 1. Okay? And here we are on measure 7. Measure 7, you're going to play a B with finger number 3 of your left hand, and then with your right hand, you're going to play a pretty big chord here, A sharp with finger number 1, B with finger number 2, a D sharp with finger number 3, and an F sharp with finger number 5. Okay? Let me play measures 5, 6, and the beginning of 7 for you. I heard you've been away to discover yourself or something, but was it worth it when you stole his heart? So maybe you saw what I just did there. Before beat 3, I played a quick F sharp with my thumb of my left hand. Okay, so this is on measure 7. There's a little grace note there, just a quick F sharp before moving on to beat 3. And on beat 3, you're just going to play that B natural again with finger number 3 of your left hand. Okay? On the end of beat 4 on measure 7, you're going to repeat the B in your right hand with finger number 2. And then on measure 8, you're going to use finger 4 of your left hand to play an A sharp. Your right hand is going to play a G sharp, C sharp, and E sharp with fingers 1, 3, and 5 in that order. Okay? You're going to hold this for the entire measure. Okay? Let me play measures 5, 6, 7, and 8 for you. I heard you've been away to discover yourself or something, but was it worth it when you stole his heart? Never returned it, but he earned stuff for you from the start. Are you working? All right, so here we are on measure 9. And by the way, I'm not going to swear. There's a couple cuss words in this song. I'm going to keep my channel clean. You're going to play a B with finger number 3 of your left hand. And then your right hand, you're going to play an A sharp, D sharp, and F sharp with fingers 1, 3, and 5. Okay? Hold that for 2 beats. On the 3rd beat of this measure, you're going to play a D sharp with finger number 1 of your left hand. Repeat the D sharp and F sharp you're playing in your right hand. And on beat 4 of this measure, play a C sharp with finger number 2. Okay? So that's measure 9. We play measure 10 for you. Right before you move over to measure 10, you're going to play a quick grace note with your left hand on an A natural, and that's going to send us to a G sharp with finger number 3, all right? When you play that G sharp, you're also going to play a D sharp and F sharp with fingers 3 and 5 of your right hand. Hold all of this for 2 beats, and then just before moving on to beat 3, we've got another grace note. This is in the right hand, however. You're going to play a C natural with the first finger of your right hand, and that's going to lead you to a C sharp with finger number 2. And this is right on beat 3. When you play that C sharp, you're also going to play a C sharp in the left hand bass with finger number 1. Okay? Now we've got a triplet here. So on the second note of this triplet, and if you don't know what a triplet is, it just means we're dividing this note into 3 equal parts. You're going to play an E sharp with finger number 5 of your right hand. You're going to lift off of that C sharp for this last triplet. Play a B with finger number 2 of your right hand. That was just playing a C sharp. And then you're going to play a G sharp with finger number 1. Okay? This can be a little tricky. Let me play measures 7, 8, 9, and 10 for you. But was it worth it when you stole his heart? Never returned it, but he earned stuff for you from the start. Are you working or just wasting your time? Did I mention that you're still on my mind, still that? Cool, let's move on to the next measure. Here we are on measure 11. You've got 2 F sharps in the bass using fingers 5 and 1, and your right hand is playing an A sharp, C sharp, and E sharp with fingers 1, 2, and 4. Play that in your right hand for 3 beats. On the 3rd beat, however, I want you to add a F sharp with finger number 5, and on the 4th beat, play a C sharp with finger number 2. Sometimes it's hard for me to do those acrobatics, so I let off the E sharp with my 4th finger. And those F sharps you're playing for all 4 beats of measure 11. You're going to have to do a big jump here when we're moving to measure 12. Your left hand is going to jump to an E sharp, and your right hand is jumping to a G sharp, A sharp, and D sharp with fingers 2, 3, and 5. And this shape right here you're going to be playing in the future too, so keep this in your mind. Play it for 2 beats, and then on the 3rd beat of measure 12, your left hand moves to an A sharp, finger number 1, and your right hand keeps that same shape as it had before, but now you're playing F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp with the same fingers, 2, 3, and 5. You're just going to play that with the right hand for 1 beat. On the 4th beat of measure 12, you're going to play an F sharp once again. Let me go ahead and play measures 11 and 12 for you. Still that lonely guy, low yet high, don't know why. I still get at your phone like. And here we are on measure 13. When you're playing a D sharp with finger number 3 of your left hand, you're going to hold that for 2 beats, and at some point during those 2 beats, go ahead and figure out how to have your first finger play that D sharp instead. In the meantime, you're playing an E sharp, F sharp, and A sharp with fingers 1, 2, and 4 of your right hand, and they'll stay there for 2 beats. On the 3rd beat of measure 13, you're going to go ahead and play a C sharp with finger number 1 of your right hand. On the and of the 3rd beat, you're going to play a D sharp with finger number 5 of your left hand. And then on the 4th beat, you're going to play a D natural with the 5th finger of your left hand. It's another one of those sliding movements. And it's going to feel like a slide in your right hand too, because you were playing an F sharp and A sharp a moment ago. You're sliding down with your 2nd and 4th fingers to F natural and A natural. What you're doing in your left hand here, you're just going to be here for just a moment because you're going to play an A natural for the majority of beat 4. So just play that D natural for 1/16th note, okay, and then you're going to play the A natural for 3/16th note counts. And now we are on measure 14. Measure 14, you're going to have to cross with your left hand. This is a proper cross. You're playing a C sharp with finger number 2 of your left hand, and your right hand is playing a D sharp and G sharp with fingers 2 and 5. You're going to play that for 2 beats, and then your right hand is going to repeat what it's playing, but your left hand moves up to an F sharp with finger number 1. Hold that F sharp in your left hand for 2 beats, the remainder of this measure. Your right hand, however, on the 4th beat is going to repeat the D sharp you're playing with finger 2 and the B, well, and a B with finger number 1. Okay? And now we have our chord for measure 15. And you can see it's a B with the 3rd finger of your left hand and an A sharp, D sharp, and S sharp with fingers 1, 2, and 4 of your right hand. I'm holding them now, but when you play them, you're going to play them staccato. That's what that dot means underneath those notes. It means you're going to play them just for a moment, like that. Let me play measures 13, 14, and 15 for you. Like, me, I should stink and focus on my own life, yeah. But the bigger picture slips and you become more significant in the mixture. Here we are on measure 16. You're playing an A sharp with finger number 2 of your left hand, and your right hand is playing a G sharp, C sharp, and E sharp with fingers 1, 3, and 5. You're going to hold all of this for 3 beats, and on the 4th beat, you're going to repeat all of it. Okay, but on the and of the 4th beat, you're going to slide with your right hand so that now everything you were playing that was sharped is natural. The G is now natural, so is the C and the E. So the G, C, and E are being played with 1, 3, and 5 of your right hand. Your left hand, however, you're playing an A natural with your thumb, so it's not a slide here. And that's just because it's going to make the walk to a G sharp, which is the 1st beat of measure 17 in your left hand. It's going to make that a little easier. So here I am playing a G sharp. This is measure 17. Your right hand is playing an F sharp, B, and D sharp with fingers 1, 3, and 5. Okay, you're going to hold this for 3 beats or however long you want. That's because there's a fermata above these notes. I feel like Alex takes his time here. And on the 4th beat, you're going to play an F sharp again. Repeat it in your right hand. Okay, and now we have measure 18, which is a 2/4 time signature bar. We changed the key signatures here. Just for one measure, you're going to experience a measure with 2 beats in it. Here we are playing a C sharp in our left hand with finger number 1, and then a G sharp, B, C sharp, and E sharp with fingers 1, 2, 3, and 5 of the right hand. You're going to hold this in the right hand for the entire measure, all of its 2 beats. And then you are going to play a C sharp an octave lower in the left hand with your finger 5. Measure 19, you are going to be playing an F sharp now with your finger 3 of your left hand. And your right hand plays F sharp, A sharp, E sharp with fingers 1, 2, and 5. It's going to hold on to that, as long as you want anyway. Yeah, I have it written for 2 beats in the right hand. The left hand stays right there. When you're ready, you can lift your right hand, play an F sharp with finger number 1. I'm holding the pedal down to keep that chord there. And then play another F sharp an octave higher with finger number 5. Let me play measures 16, 17, 18, and 19 for you. Picture slips and you become more significant in the mixture. Can't seem to see myself. Always strive to be myself. But who am I? Who am I? Aha. Sounding nice. Here we are on measure 20. It's another 2/4 time signature measure, so there's only 2 beats in this measure. And for the first beat, you're playing an E sharp with your left hand finger number 2, and a G sharp, A sharp, and D sharp with fingers 2, 3, and 5 of the right hand. On the second beat, you're playing an A sharp with finger number 1 of the left hand, and F sharp, G sharp, C sharp with fingers 2, 3, and 5 of the right hand. Okay, so again, I mentioned before that this is something you played already. It's just an octave higher. Now, on measure 21, you're going to be playing a D sharp with finger number 3 of your left hand. Hold that for 3 beats. Your right hand is going to be playing a C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, and A sharp with fingers 1, 2, 3, and 5. This only gets held for 2 beats, okay? On the 3rd beat, your right hand's going to play another F sharp. And what I like to do then is slide. We've slid before, here we are doing it again. You are now on a D natural with the 3rd finger of your left hand, and then your right hand is playing D natural, F natural, and A natural, fingers 1, 3, and 5. This is on beat 4. On the and of beat 4, play a C sharp with finger number 1 of your right hand. Okay? Now, we're on measure 22. On measure 22, you're playing a C sharp with finger number 4 of your left hand, and a B, C sharp, D sharp, and G sharp with fingers 1, 2, 3, and 5 of your right hand. On the 2nd beat of this measure, you're going to play a D sharp with finger number 3 of your right hand, then a B again with finger 1 of your right hand. Now, before beat 3, you're going to have a little grace note from a D sharp to an E natural is what we're going to be playing with finger number 4 on beat 3 of this measure 22. Now I'm holding the F sharp on beat 3 in my left hand with finger number 2, but you can see that there's a staccato notation. We're just going to play that for a moment when we're playing it in real time. On the and of beat 3, you're going to be playing a D sharp with finger number 3 of the right hand. On beat 4, you're going to play a B with finger number 1 of your right hand. On the and of beat 4, play another D sharp with finger number 3. Okay. And now on measure 23, you're going to have played this F sharp as a staccato note, so you have time to find a B with your left hand, finger number 1, and then a C sharp will be played with finger number 2 of your right hand. You're going to play that for 3 beats in your right hand. And before I go on, I'm going to play measures 20, 21, 22, and the first 3 beats of measure 23 for you. Here on the 4th beat, you're going to play that C sharp for only 1/16th note value on the 4th beat with finger number 2 of your right hand. You're already there. And then for the remainder of the beat, play a D sharp with finger number 3 of your right hand. Here we are on measure 24. You're playing an A sharp with finger number 2 of your left hand, and your right hand is playing a C sharp and E sharp with fingers 2 and 4. Here, you're playing this in your right hand for 2 beats. The left note's just going to hang on for the whole measure. But in your right hand, you're going to have another little cross where what you're playing with your 4th finger is now going to be what you play with your 1st finger. If you need to, you can probably let go of the 2nd finger C sharp if you're using the pedal. That's fine if it's just a little more comfortable for you. On the 3rd beat of measure 24, you're going to play an F sharp with finger number 4 of the right hand. And then on the 4th beat, play a G sharp with finger number 5. Okay. Here we are on measure 25. Measure 25. You're playing a B with finger number 1 of your left hand, and then a C sharp and F sharp with fingers 2 and 4 of your right hand. You're going to hold that B for 2 beats in your left hand, but your right hand on the 2nd beat is going to play a C sharp for just 1/16th note value of time on the 2nd beat there with finger number 2, and then play an A sharp with finger number 1 for the remainder of that beat. On the and of beat 2, you're going to play a B down here with finger number 5 of your left hand just for a moment. And it's going to be kind of tricky. You might have to work on bouncing off of this B, which you're playing for just a half a beat, and then moving up to this D sharp with finger number 1, where we need to find this note on beat 3 of measure 25. You're going to be repeating the same C sharp and F sharp on beat 3 with your right hand. This time, though, I want you to use fingers 2 and 5. Again, that sets us up for the last few chords in this song. On beat 4, you're going to play a C sharp with finger number 2. And on the and of beat 4, play an A sharp with finger number 1. Very good. And now, you're going to play a G sharp with finger number 5 of your left hand, and then a B and an F sharp with fingers 1 and 5 of your right hand. Hold this in your left hand, and at this point you can see we see rit. That means ritardando. It means you can start slowing down as you need to, which also signifies that the song is typically coming to an end, and that's the case here. On the second beat of measure 26, I want you to play a C sharp with your right hand finger number 2, and at some point in that 1 beat's worth of time, not a lot of time here, I want you to switch and play it with your first finger. On the third beat, we're playing 2 C sharps, one in your left hand with finger number 2. It's a staccato note, but I'm holding it down right now. And then a C sharp an octave higher with finger number 1 of the right hand. On the and of beat 3, you're going to play an F natural with finger number 2 of your right hand. On 4, beat 4, you're going to play a C sharp with finger number 5 of your right hand. And on the and of beat 4, you're going to play a B with finger number 4. Okay. Here we are on the last measure of the song, measure 27. You're playing an F sharp with finger number 1 of your left hand and an F sharp and A sharp with fingers 1 and 2 of your right hand. Hold this for 3 beats and then play an F sharp with finger number 5 of your right hand. And you can rest as long as you'd like there because it's the end of the song. Let me play measures 24, 25, 26, and 27 for you. And that is Intro by Rex Orange County. Of course, during these last 8 measures, you can ad-lib like he is. Let me try that out. Let's just see what happens. Da, 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 ba. All right, so that's Intro by Rex Orange County from the album Because You Will Never Be Free. Again, please support me by buying this sheet music on musicnotes.com. Link in the description below. Check out my other YouTube videos that are tutorials of Rex Orange County songs. We've got Stressed Out and Every Way. You can also buy those on musicnotes.com. If you don't want to buy anything, you can like this video and like those videos as well. That'd be awesome. Subscribe to my channel and comment below with a request for a song you'd like me to transcribe. It doesn't have to be Rex Orange County. I'm just kind of stuck on his music right now. Really liking the way it sounds. If you can't find a song on the internet, make a request. I'll see if I can get to it, but I do have other projects that I'm working on. So I apologize for some people. They've been waiting for this song for quite some time. I am happy to get it out here for you. Maybe in the future, I'll have a different workflow where I can get these things done. But I like to just kind of move from different projects, not always doing the same thing. Awesome. Thanks again for watching, everyone. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.